Mike Mignola, Lemony Snicket, and Pinocchio. That is a dangerous alchemical combination.
For over 5 years now, our little team at Beehive has been hard at work on a series that we call Illuminated Editions.
These are classic texts re-envisioned with new artwork by some of the finest illustrators and graphic artists of our time. We present them in slick, oversized slipcase editions that bring the best literary works of the past into the future of publishing. To celebrate the 10th title in our series, we're doing something different. We're pushing the boundaries of what an illuminated edition can be. We're working with Mike Mignola, creator of Hellboy, and Lemony Snicket, the author of a series of unfortunate events, to take on Carlo Collodi's Pinocchio, one of the strangest and most startling children's books. Mr. Mignola has produced a vast portfolio of over 50 illustrations rediscovering Collodi's world, and Mr. Snicket has produced an elaborately marked up annotation of the text, detailing his reactions to the story.
We regret to inform you that at least one of the two has been driven mad by the process.
This began in the early days of the pandemic when Mike reached out to us about a project he had been thinking about at that point for decades. Over the course of several months, he created a portfolio that restores the mystery and darkness of a story that has been really unjustly Disneyfied in the public imagination. Who could be better than Mike Mignola to illustrate both the strange humor and the unflinching darkness of the original story? And then Lemony Snicket caught wind of this project.
He had never read Pinocchio before, but he knew it by its fabled crazy-making properties, and he was eager to annotate his own first reading of the text as sort of a series of dispatches from the brink of the abyss.
Despite our warnings, Mr. Snicket soldiered on. He was swallowed up by the magnetism of Collodi's words. He fell into a sort of fugue state, typing and retyping thousands of copies of these frantic, baffled typewritten notes, which he insisted on stuffing into each copy of the book. With respect to his sacrifice, Beehive has decided to proceed with presenting Mr. Snicket's annotations as he desired. All of which results in this, maybe the most marvelous and baffling creation that Beehive has yet to publish. A wild and unconstrained adventure around the text and the world of Pinocchio, from the brilliant and troubled hands and minds of Mignola and Snicket. A beautiful illustrated edition of Pinocchio garnished with dozens of pages of type sheets of increasingly deranged ramblings from one of the greatest authors of our time. A living testament to the power, the joy, the madness lurking inside one of the best beloved and yet somehow most misremembered texts of all time.
Also available through this campaign are all of our previous Illuminated Editions titles, including classics like The Great Gatsby, Crime and Punishment, Peter Pan, Fairy Tales of Oscar Wilde, illustrated by people like Yuko Shimizu, Dave McKean, Bill Sienkiewicz, Jim Woodring, and many, many others. Please join us in this journey into mayhem. Mignola and Snicket, together at last, venturing through the land of toys, the city of catch fools, the realms of the blue fairy and beyond, deep into the madman logic and joyous adventure that is Pinocchio.